Hey guys, this is take 2 of how to apply basic eyeshadow, and this video is being done because one, you got to start somewhere, and I realize, and we all realize that there are tons and tons and tons of tutorials out there, but I thought we'd bring it back to basics and answer some pretty basic questions and get some of the stuff out the way so everybody can have a starting point. So what I'm going to do is this eye, which is a very natural eye. It's subtle. It can be bumped up for a smoky look, or it can stay pretty natural as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a base, which my base of choice is Painterly Paint Pot. And what's interesting is how over the course of me doing tutorials and being a beauty blogger and things like that, as well as a makeup artist, the things that you love start to, how they fade out and like new things come in. And this is one of them. When the paint pots first came out, I liked them, but I was used to my MAC paints, the regular little paints in these little jars that I was stuck on. Like Tanray paint was my ultimate. I have 5 of these, and now I don't use them. I use the paint pots. I use Painterly. And at first, I never even thought twice about Painterly, because I'm like, this is for light, this is so white, this is, probably for clear girls and, and girls that aren't brown skin, because it's just a common misconception. And really, I love Painterly because the base is so light that the colors, any color at all, will adhere to it so well that the colors become, they show their true tone. So I really, really like this. So I'm applying it with my finger, which is like a no-no in the makeup world, but it gets an even distribution that way. And I like to apply just a smidge in my crease because I like the way that the crease looks with applied to a paint. So I apply that with my finger. My other favorite is Groundwork Paint Pot, which is a little bit more brownish, well, beige-ish. And I find that shimmery paint pots don't work well for me. They make my skin, my lid colors, crease color crease, and it gets oily for some reason, so I stay away from those shimmery ones, even though I want to, but I don't, unless you put the shimmery paint pot on top of the matte paint pot. So that's that. Okay, so I'm going to be using a few drugstore products actually from L'Oreal Hip. So for my crease, I'm going to use Brazen, L'Oreal Hip Brazen eyeshadow duo, which has this great chocolate brown to it that I really like. So what I'm going to do is define my crease, and what that's going to do is make the brow bone and make the lid appear more prominent and give it more shape. So I'm just going to use the MAC 224 brush, which is the basic shadow brush, basic blending brush, and apply that to my crease. And depending on your shape, you might have to fake a crease. You might have to make your crease, take away from your brow bone and build a crease. Sometimes you don't need a crease. I mean, hey. But this is how it works for me. So trial and error, I'm telling you, makes the biggest difference. So as you see, it basically frames the lid more. The lid looks more pronounced, and this at the end will look like it's drawn back more. So the shadow I'm going to use is Sassy. And I'm using it with the Billy B No. 6 brush, which I've grown to love. All the, you see all these brushes in here, and I've picked, there are a lot of them there for shadow, and I'm starting to love the Billy B No. 6 brush. I've had this for over 6 months now, and I found a love for it this month. You see, you just play with things and you figure it out. So if you have a lot of lid space, this is an awesome brush. So I'm going to take this brush, and because I want a sheer color, I'm going to sweep the color on. And do you see how the paint pot color is completely covered now? It's completely out of the way. And that lid color is now that forward color. All the shimmer is still there. And what I'm doing is trying to blend the colors together so that you can't see where the lid color and the crease color start and begin and end. Now, if I wanted the color to be really packed on, really, really bright, what I would do is probably take a smaller brush, and not this one, MAC 239 brush, for instance, and pack the color on like this. Push the color into the lid, and that's going to make the color sit in place, stay, and then if you need to blend it, you can blend it out. So that's that. So that is my lid color. Now I'm going to line my eye with a simple pencil. This is MAC pencil in ebony, which I'm not really a fan of because it's really just a basic, boring pencil, and I feel like you can get this from anywhere. But I like more of the Smolders and the Feline. Feline is coming back out. All the Kohl Power pencils, oops, not bad, which are really, really smoky and sexy, and oh, that's broken. It's smoky and sexy and really, really creamy, and these are like the best eyeliners I've ever used in my life. They come out July 31st with the new Luster eyeshadow collection. Phenomenal. By everyone. Well, not everyone. We'll go over it later. So, I like to hold my eye taut and just basically go along the lash line and go right across. So this makes your eyes, if you start there and you leave it like that, like this, it gives your eyes more of an almond shape. But what I'm going to do is just keep going. It's a matter of preference. And that's that. Now, after that, what you would do is apply a highlight, which I'm not really, I won't say I'm not a fan of. Normally my brows aren't done or something like that, so I don't do a highlight most of the time. And I don't always feel that it's necessary. I just don't like highlighting too much. And normally when I highlight, I use concealer. And it gives a more natural look, depending on how you look at it. But there's a tutorial already up for that I did a long time ago. So that's that. So this is the basics of applying eyeshadow. And then what you would do is go on and use your mascara. And if you wanted to really complete the eye and add more oomph, go ahead and line your waterline, which is right down here. And this is how I do it. Slightly pull the eye down. And apply that. And can you see the difference? Slightly a little darker, and makes the eye look a little bit more complete. This one is more open because I've left this light, and I've closed the eye, made it look a little darker using this. Big difference. Big difference. Hopefully you can see that difference. And I'll just apply this here. Alright, so these are the very basics of applying eyeshadow. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to comment and we'll try and accommodate you. So good luck, practice, you can do it. All you need is practice over and over and over again and you will get it. So good luck to you. See ya.